Have you ever felt like there's more to life than what you see with your eyes? A deeper reality just waiting to be discovered? Imagine this. It's a winter morning just before Christmas. You're meditating, and suddenly something shifts inside your brain. A powerful energy starts rising up your spine, getting stronger and stronger. As it reaches your head, a torrent of silvery light floods your mind, accompanied by a sound like a roaring waterfall. Your sense of self dissolves, expanding until it feels like you're one with the entire universe. You're no longer just a body. You're a point of consciousness floating on an infinite ocean of awareness, filled with an indescribable joy and ecstasy. This isn't a scene from a movie. This was the real experience of Gopi Krishna, an Indian yogi who had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening at age 34. He described it as becoming a small cork on a vast ocean, yet being aware of the entire ocean's surface. This event completely changed his life and led him to dedicate his work to helping others understand this powerful spiritual energy. Gopi Krishna believed this experience wasn't unique to him, but a potential that lies dormant within every single one of us. So what is this mysterious energy, and how can you tap into it? In the next few minutes, we'll explore the mystical connection between our brain as pineal gland and the spiritual awakenings described by ancient masters. We'll uncover how philosophies like Hinduism and even hidden symbols in the Bible point to this process of inner transformation. And stick around until the end, because I'll share some practical techniques you can use to activate this process and advance on your own path to higher consciousness. In an ancient Hindu text, the Chandogya Upanishad, is said that within our body, there is a small sanctuary, a tiny space we should seek to understand. When this inner space is activated, it can grant us the same cosmic vision that all the great mystics have described. Gopi Krishna explained that in this state, the world is no longer seen as just solid matter. Instead, everything is perceived as alive with consciousness. The ocean is alive, the mountains are alive, the sky is alive. You see life and consciousness everywhere. It's an experience of pure wonder. This is likely what Jesus meant when he said, "The kingdom of heaven is within you." It's Buddha's nirvana, the Brahman of the Upanishads, the state of unity described by Sufi mystics. In this state, you don't just perceive consciousness through your eyes and ears. You become one with a consciousness that is infinite, immortal, and the master of its own reality. Think about it. Sages and prophets from all corners of the world, Buddha, Muhammad, Krishna, Jesus Christ, have reported these kinds of profoundly transformative experiences. Imagine having a vision that reveals the deepest secrets of the universe and your connection to everything. Wouldn't you want to share that profound wisdom with everyone you know? That's why they started movements, wrote books, and founded religions. Of course, they described their experiences using the language and symbols of their time. In some eras, saying that God is found within yourself, not in some external place, could be considered heresy, even punishable by death. This is why many sacred texts are filled with parables, allegories, and cryptic language to preserve this powerful knowledge for those who are ready to understand it. When you look closely, you'll find a common thread running through all these ancient teachings. They all speak of an inner power, a divine spark that, when awakened, grants us deep wisdom and reveals our true divine nature. We are so much more than just flesh and blood, more than just a random blip in a chaotic universe. Our physical bodies are just the densest part of our being. It's said we have several more subtle energetic bodies vibrating at higher frequencies, just beyond the range of our everyday senses. Right now, in our busy modern lives, most of us are disconnected from our true essence, living only for the material world. But hidden within us is a mechanism to transcend these limitations. Coiled at the base of your spine lies a dormant energy. In the yogic tradition, this is called Kundalini. When this energy is awakened, it rises through our energy centers, or chakras. When it reaches the center of the brain and activates the pineal gland, it's said to break through the barriers of the mind and the ego. You experience a light brighter than 1,000 suns, and your consciousness expands beyond space and time. This isn't just an Eastern concept. Scholars like William Donahue suggest that many biblical stories are not literal history, but allegories for this same inner spiritual journey. He connects the stories in the Bible to the human pineal gland and the Vedic concept of chakras, merging ancient wisdom with our modern understanding of consciousness. So let's look at this hidden symbolism. The pineal gland, a tiny pine cone-shaped organ in the center of our brain, has been revered by ancient cultures for centuries as the third eye, our gateway to higher realms. So, how does all this ancient wisdom connect to our daily lives? And what are the actual steps we can take to begin this journey of awakening? Let us dive into the practices and techniques that can help you gently and safely stir this divine energy within. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration today. If you found this fascinating and want to learn more about unlocking your own potential, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video. Have you ever wondered about the secrets hidden within your own body? There's a tiny pine cone-shaped gland in the center of your brain, the pineal gland, that has fascinated mystics and philosophers for centuries. In Hindu philosophy, it's linked to the third eye, the Ajna chakra. In ancient Egypt, it was the eye of Horus. But what if I told you the Bible is also filled with references to this enigmatic gland and its power for spiritual awakening? Let's dive into some fascinating biblical passages. In Genesis, after wrestling with an angel, Jacob says, "I have seen God face to face, and I will call this place Pineal." Pineal, a direct nod to the pineal gland, the seat of the soul. When this third eye is activated, it can illuminate your entire being with wisdom. As Jesus said in Matthew, "The lamp of the body is the eye." If your eye is clear, your whole body will be full of light. He's not talking about your two physical eyes. He's referring to a single inner eye that brings light. This concept of inner awakening is beautifully symbolized in the book of Revelation. It speaks of a book sealed with 7 seals. This book isn't a physical object. It's a metaphor for the secrets of your own mind and soul, accessible only through deep meditation and the awakening of your energy centers, or chakras. The 7 seals represent the 7 chakras that run up your spine. The ultimate goal? To ascend through these 7 energy centers, breaking each seal until you reach the pineal gland, the throne of higher consciousness. This journey of ascension is mirrored in the cosmos itself, particularly in the story of Christ's crucifixion and resurrection. From an astronomical view, on December 21st, the winter solstice, the sun hits its lowest point in the sky. It stays there for 3 days, symbolizing Christ's death and time in the tomb. Then, on December 25th, the sun begins its ascent, marking its resurrection and the return of light. This cosmic cycle of death and rebirth mirrors our own inner journey. It's a metaphor for the death of the ego and the rebirth of our spiritual self. As our inner energy, the Kundalini, rises to the pineal gland, we transcend the material and reach a spiritual heaven within. This powerful symbolism of 7 appears again in the story of Jericho. The Israelites march around the city's walls 7 times, and on the 7th day the walls collapse. This isn't just a historical account, it's a mystical allegory. The walls of Jericho represent the barriers blocking your access to your higher self. By circling the walls 7 times, just as the Kundalini energy ascends the 7 chakras, the barriers fall, and you gain access to the inner temple, to heaven. So, how do we make these walls full? How do we access this temple within? The Apostle Paul said, "Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit?" When Jesus expelled the merchants from the temple, he was symbolizing the need to clear our minds of chaotic, negative thoughts. To activate our pineal gland, we must first quiet the mind. This starts with meditation, but it extends to our entire lifestyle. Think about it. It's hard to find inner peace if we're constantly bombarding our senses with social media, negative news, and endless entertainment. A healthy diet and a moderate lifestyle also play a huge role. Leading a righteous life isn't just about morality. It's about creating harmony in your body and mind. A calm body and mind reduce the blockages in your energy channels, allowing that spiritual energy to ascend more easily. When you meditate in a quiet, low-light space, your brain waves slow down to a state similar to sleep, but you remain conscious. This is when the pineal gland can truly activate, leading to vivid visions and profound mystical experiences. Another crucial element often mentioned in ancient traditions is the preservation of sexual energy. This is our most potent, creative life force. Learning to channel it upwards, instead of expending it recklessly, is a powerful key to spiritual awakening. To aid this process, there are specific practices you can adopt. Yoga postures, known as asanas, and breathing techniques or pranayamas, are designed to prepare the body and mind for this energy ascension. Another powerful tool from yogic tradition is the use of bandhas or body locks. The word bandha means lock or seal, and these techniques involve contracting specific muscles to direct the flow of your vital energy or prana. There are three main bandhas. Mula bandha, the root lock, is activated by contracting the muscles at the base of your spine to direct energy upwards. Uddiyana bandha, the abdominal lock, involves pulling your abdominal muscles in and up, which helps elevate the energy to the higher chakras. And finally, Jalandhara bandha, the throat lock, is performed by tucking your chin to your chest to direct the flow of prana to the brain. When you apply all three at once, it's called Mahabandha, the great lock. These practices are fundamental for purifying the body, balancing your energy, and facilitating the rise of Kundalini. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the hidden wisdom of our own bodies. I hope this has been enlightening and inspires you on your own path. If you found this useful, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.